Did you just lose the game? Did the title ruin the game for you? Are you even playing the game? Do you know what the game is?
I don't know. I still haven't had my coffee yet, man.
Well, no, I'm talking to the guys that just clicked on this video. The title of this video is called Can You Survive the Game? The game. Do you know what I'm talking about?
Minecraft?
No. Are you confused?
I don't know what this game is. Zero explanation so far.
Well, if you know, you know. If you know the game, you lost the game. The only way to win this game is what you're doing right now, which is to not know the game or not remember the game. Because today we're going to play Can You Survive the Game?
Okay, so you're telling me by not knowing the game, I'm already beating it. Even in ignorance, I'm beating your games.
Okay, so this might be a little ahead of our audience this time because the majority of our audience is like anywhere from 19 to 24.
You little young kids. Come here, let me learn you something.
But if you're confused, don't worry, I'll explain soon what the game is. I just really that in fact is one way to win the game. But for everybody else who's been playing the game for the past 20 years of their lives, they lost.
Ha!
For me, the game started when I was in middle school, when somebody came up to me and just whispered, "The game," and had this grin on his face and walked away. It's almost like a horror story. He was like 55 years old. It was really, no, I'm kidding. It was a friend.
So wait. So this isn't an internet thing. It's just something that you experienced and you created? Or?
Well, nowadays, I feel like it's all over the internet. But when I found out about the game and when most people play the game, it was very much like in the school kind of thing.
Wait, do you hear that? Coffee is coming.
You know, you're so unprofessional sometimes.
You want some coffee?
Yeah, I'll have some coffee. The only reason I'm making this video is because somebody ruined the game for me. I was winning the game for the past like 5-6 years. I've forgotten about this game.
So, okay, you're trying to ruin the game for me too.
And everybody that possibly watches our videos.
So it's just like a big troll move.
Well, no, I wanted to talk about the game. It's because it's such a crazy phenomenon. All right, let me explain what the game is. I feel like you probably have figured it out by now, but the game is, if you remember the game, you lose.
Okay, delete it.
So the only way you can win this game is to forget about it. And the way you ruin other people's day is just say the game. You say it a couple times and all of a sudden their day is ruined because now they remember what the game is. It's a crazy thing because it came out in the early 2000s. Well, that's when I first heard it. And the whole thing is based on like reverse psychology. The more you tell somebody to not think about something, the more they think about it.
You know, over the years, I've actually mastered the ability to forget when I want to forget stuff. I have a delete button in my head. For example, I don't know who you are right now.
As a matter of fact, where am I?
Self-induced amnesia.
Unfortunately, with this game, it's stuck with you for the rest of your life. Because as much as you say you don't care about this game, as soon as somebody ruins it for you after like a year or two, it sucks. You feel like you've forgotten something and it's gone and you feel good about it. And then somebody just reminds you of it over and over and over again. The rest of your life, as a matter of fact, and every time you remember it, you don't win anything. As a matter of fact, you lose. You are a loser. Everybody that plays this game is a loser because you have to lose to play the game.
Okay, let me get this straight. You were a loser since 2000 something, and you decided to bring this to me and make me a loser too. Is that what you're saying?
It's almost an inside joke that most people have, but you don't really play it because the whole point is to not play it.
Danny, you've known me for your entire life. Have you ever seen me being happy by being involved in an inside joke?
How would you win this game? What would be the distraction you have to give yourself? You would have to isolate yourself in the middle of nowhere.
You know what you need to do? Say stuff that are marketable. Make sure your phone can hear you, and then go to TikTok or YouTube Shorts and just keep doom scrolling. It won't mention any of the game. It'll only mention the things that you could potentially buy.
You realize I recently lost the game because of the internet, right?
Were you looking for the game or like was
No, it's just one of the rules is if you remember the game, you have to then announce it to everybody else.
What if you don't?
Well, it doesn't really matter, but you have to be like, I lost the game. Like you have to say that out loud.
Oh.
So anybody within the vicinity. And some people are so mean that they would post it online.
Yeah, they're so mean. Like, what a despicable soul. There's one sitting right in front of me.
Well, actually, it's more of I wanted to introduce the game to like everyone that didn't know the game. So we can play the game for the rest of our lives together forever. It's you and me, whoever's watching this screen. And Elias.
Okay, for the first time in a long while, I think I can play the victim in one of your videos.
For the first time, the roles have reversed. For the first time, I get my win. For the first time, I'm the winner.
Wait.
It's me!
Wait.
I'm the winner!
What are we talking about? What are we talking about?
The game.
What's the game? I don't know what you're talking about. Can you prove it otherwise?
I mean, like, you have to kind of be honest with yourself. You don't, like, forget the game. Nobody forgets the game, but they forget about the game. That makes sense.
Wait, what was your plan with this game? I don't know how to proceed from here.
No, that was it. Now you're involved with the game for the rest of your life.
Okay, so you got me off from my bed, called me to record, just so that for 10 minutes at max, that you could tell me about a game.
Well, you needed to wait for your coffee anyway, right?
I wouldn't have needed my coffee if it weren't for this recording.
That sounds like a you problem.
I have a hot liquid in my hand, Daniel. This will make a lovely Doctor Who episode. Let's pretend that's the case. Let's try to generate a conspiracy theory behind this game. Because so far, it's so stupid, it annoys me to the point that I need something better. I need something clever, man.
Well, I think the simplicity is what makes this game so fun. Anyone can play it. If you're 5 years old, you can just tell your cousin.
Simplicity is only beautiful if it contains complexity inside.
This entire game teaches you about reverse psychology, so it's a cool phenomenon. It's interesting that our brain can't stop thinking about things when we want to stop thinking about it, especially if we tell ourselves, don't think about an elephant. 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 I'm thinking about an elephant.
Yeah.
Everybody who's listening in has a picture of an elephant in their head.
So about that conspiracy theory, let's make it more clever. And maybe then maybe we'll have like a 10-minute video.
No, I don't think we need to drag this out to 10 minutes.
Okay, one long time ago, there was an ancient...
I think it's okay. I don't think anybody really wants to hear you talk about a conspiracy theory that doesn't really exist just based off this game called The Game. That sounds kind of interesting and I want to hear about it. Go for it. Do an improv session of a story right now with no prompt whatsoever. I guess anyone that clicked on this video just to be like, I can't believe you did this to me, can at least get a story out of it.
The doctor, still running away and still somewhat fighting with the silence, or the remnants of the silence, were able to hide in plain sight, post up suggestions, plant ideas. They're kind of impossible to defeat unless you have weapons all the time and you're constantly holding a pen in the awareness that you're fighting against them. So Doctor created a program, instead of making sure that you forget something, once you hear it, you cannot forget it. He reverse engineered the memory proof system and decided to plant it in an annoying little child with green hair.
There you go. Thank you so much for watching, everyone.
Now this earworm.
I appreciate you clicking on the video. The title alone would have probably made you lose the game, but since you watched it now, you know what the game is. If you didn't, yes, you did just lose the game.
Suddenly I missed the restaurant.
Now you have to play the game without choice for the rest of your life. Appreciate it. I hope you tell your friends and family about it and let the game continue for another decade. Goodbye.
Wait, I'm not done. This program was devised in the Medusa Cascade in the planet called I don't know, Asparagus? I don't know.
Okay.
What's a good planet name?
All right. Okay, bye.